thank the people that have supported us in these last 12 weeks that have been there as project mentors. If you can please stand up and wave. I know some of you are here. Project mentors, and some of our professors, faculty, other projects over there, our professors as well. You really help make the program what it is and enhancing the experience by providing that one-on-one support to really get to these results. And of course, now it's just the beginning. Now the real work begins when everyone goes back to implement. So we really wish you guys a lot of luck, and we're going to be there every step of the way to support you. With that, we wrap up the showcase, and now we go on to a very important part of this afternoon, which is the recipient of our GCL Impact Award. The GCL Impact Award was created 3 years ago by the Latin American Board and the GCL Advisory Committee to recognize an alumni of the GCL network that have really made an impact, that have really taken the knowledge, the tools gained here at Georgetown and really created a multiplier effect back in their countries and in the region. And so to present this year's award recipients, I'm going to introduce Ricardo Ernst, the Managing Director of the Latin American Board.
Let me just briefly introduce the reasons that we're all in agreement that Alvaro deserved the award for this year. Alvaro Hensler, originally from Peru, graduated from the first GCL program cohort in 2007. Upon culminating the GCL program, Alvaro, along with 4 other young professionals, co-founded Enseña Peru, partner of the global network Teach for All. Enseña Peru seeks to empower young leaders to become change agents through teaching experiences in vulnerable sectors, aiming to eliminate high inequality and low quality of education in Peru. Today, Enseña Peru has impacted 20,830 low-income students and families throughout 13 states, including coast, highlands, and the jungle. Additionally, Enseña Peru has worked with more than 60 schools and currently has 110 leaders participating in the teacher program. Enseña Peru has developed a new generation of agents of change in the Peruvian education system. More than 100 alumni from Enseña Peru are working for systemic educational change. 3 of them have participated in the GCL program, 10% are working in Peru's Ministry of Education, and 2 of them serve as advisors to Peruvian Minister of Education. Enseña Peru is positioned as the 2nd NGO in Peru with the greatest impact in education, and was also a successful case presented in the United Nations Economic and Social Council in Geneva, Switzerland. Alvaro currently serves as Vice Chairman of the board at Enseña Peru and is an MPA candidate at Harvard Kennedy School. Along with his wife, Adriana, he leads in Cuba a consulting firm of strategic thinking, planning and design, sustainable public and social initiatives and movements. So, Alvaro, congratulations. Where are you, Alvaro?
Next Ortiz and Alberto Beck join us for the award. We're just going to do the photo op.
I don't have prepared any fantastic presentation of yours, but I will tell you a story. It was October, and it was a Thursday, and I wake up like 4:30 a.m. Not because I want to wake up so early, because something wake up me very early. I was struggling a lot. I was having some nightmares. This was the 8th or 9th day that I having nightmares and waking up at between 4 and 4:30 a.m. This time I decided that I have to stop having nightmares and waking up sore with so much angustia. So then I decided to go down in the first floor of my house in socks, in my pajamas, passing through the kitchen, going left and going directly to my mom's room, open slightly her door, entered, she was sleeping. There was nobody behind her because my parents got divorced like 10 years before. And I go near her, sleeping with my pet at the same level, her body, and start only trying to sleep behind her. And I do this like for 8 or 9 times during this October 2009. She never asked me why I was doing this, because I had never done this since I was 6 or 7 years old. And I start praying those days at the side of my mom's bed. And the reason why I have so many nightmares is that Enseña Peru was its year 0, and we were already invited and signed contracts with the first 26 members of the organization. So we have to pay salaries from them, and the budget was around $200,000. And we have $0 in our account. And we will have a board meeting in the next 45 days, and I have fundraised any money. So that is the reason why I have so many nightmares. I think this is a story that probably you will face in the near future when you go back to your countries and you start your fantastic and exemplary dreams and projects. I think it's a mixture of 3 main concepts I want to share with you that have been very important for my life: failure, faith, and family. I think failure is more common than success. And probably none of us really embrace failure as we have to embrace it. I have failed a lot of entrepreneurships. I have failed during Enseña Peru at the beginning and through Enseña Peru. I have failure in my marriage. I have failure as a son. I have failure as a sister. I have failure everywhere and every time. But not so many times I have embraced failure. I have welcomed failure. And I think that's a key element on trying to transform and serve other people. Paul, in the letter of the Romans, at the beginning of the church, he writes to these very respected and very prepared people, the Romans of his time. And he talks about suffering and failure. And he says that we also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance. And perseverance produces character. And character produces hope. So keep humble and keep embracing failure so you can find hope by strengthening your own character. The second one is faith. I was sleeping at the side of my mom, and I was praying God that really can help and see light in the middle of darkness. And sometimes we talk about faith in a religious and ritual basis. But what about seeking what really faith is? La fe es la seguridad de lo que venga y la convicción de lo que no se ve. The faith is the assurance of things hoped and the conviction of things not seen. And when we have faith that things will happen, even though we're not able to do it, we really become gentle with ourselves and with others. Sometimes when we are entrepreneurial, we are so focus-driven to make change, sometimes we're not gentle with ourselves and with others. So having faith in the transcendent and having faith in what will happen will become you more gentle with yourself and with the others. We always train ourselves, our mind, our body, but how much we have spent time training our soul. This program has been so life-transforming for me and for you, of course. And it's a train of mind, the body if you walk around and cross the bridge. But how much train do you spend training your own soul and really seek what is faith? So failure, embrace it. Faith, seek it, and find family. My mom never asked me why I was 9 days going to live with her, and she was like only taking care of me. When my parents got divorced, something broke up in my heart, and we are a generation of most of our parents are separated or divorced, never than before. And I broke my heart, and I have at the past that relationship with both my father and my mother, and that divorce really put me in a very take out the worst of me, because I never had the time to cure and to restore my life. So I really encourage you, because all the things that you are doing right now, the one that you are married and the one that you will marry in the future, they really honor your family. Make your family your most important entrepreneurship. Make your family your most important entrepreneurship. Restore the relationship with your parent, with your father, with your mother, with your siblings. Family is the government of the world and the most important unit. And I have do a good job restoring those relationships in the past, and I paid the bill in my own marriage. So take the time to honor your family, and that means to open your heart, not only to these fantastic new ideas and dreams, but to the inner circle of your own transformation that is your family. You will suspect that I am really a fan and a follower of Jesus, and I think that one of the things that really, in being this university, a Christian university, it's important to say that Jesus only mentioned one time something that we have to learn from him. Only one time. In all the Bible you can see, and he also mentioned, learn from me, only once. So we have to pay attention for this. So he said that, learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart. I am gentle and humble in heart. So keep humble, be gentle, open your hearts. Your project will be done. The money will come. The team will arise. Transformation will happen. But the change will happen if you really keep humble, if you really look to open your heart, and if you really stay gentle with others, especially with your family. Thank you, Alberto, because you're part of my marriage and this Enseña Perú success. You're part of it, as well as Ricardo and all the family of Jordan. And it's really a pleasure and an honor for me and for my wife receiving this award, only to keep in the track of serving others and trying to make Latin America a beautiful place to live. New things will come on, and only because we keep humble, be gentle, and open our hearts. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alvaro. Congratulations once again. He is one of 324 GCL alumni that we will be reaching today once the current class graduates, the 9th generation. So we're very excited because there's people like you, like Alvaro, out in the region that have been through this program and are really making a difference. So we're extremely proud of you, extremely proud of this graduating class. And so with that, I'll let you know that we are going to be moving on to our graduation ceremony. We'll begin at 5 p.m. Just for those of you that are new to the building, we're basically just going to go downstairs, one flight, and then it'll be over to your right. You got to kind of go around. We're going to be in the Shays Commons. The graduation will begin at 5, but so you have a bit of a break, and then if you want to make your head over, make your way over to Shea Commons so that we will begin with the ceremony at 5 p.m. and it'll be followed by a cocktail. So hopefully you can join us to celebrate this great occasion in the graduation of the GCL program. I also want to take a quick moment to thank our team, because it really takes a village. So I want to thank Ricardo for all the guidance, and Alberto, Nelson Ortiz, and especially Alexandra Valina. Her passion and dedication have really contributed enormously to the leadership of this program, with providing program and academic support. So we really thank her, and we'll have a great opportunity in the graduation to continue the celebration. So thank you all, and I'll see you at 5.